Hey guys! So January has come to an end and that gave me the opportunity to make my January top 5. And I decided to make this so I can treasure the things that I have enjoyed through the whole of January. And I wanted to share them with you guys. So my number 5 on my top 5 of January is this K-drama called Fated to Love You. And a K-drama is a Korean drama. So it's taking place in Korea and is in Korea. And I've been enjoying K-dramas a lot lately. Pretty much the past year since I've been introduced to K-dramas. Fated to Love You is about what happens after a one-night stand and you get pregnant and you end up marrying without love. And it's a really interesting... the guy who made the woman pregnant is already in a relationship with a ballerina, which he really loves and whom he wanted to propose to, but it ended up terribly and things happened and he ended up getting this post-it girl pregnant, and she calls herself a post-it girl because she feels like people use her like a post-it note, like they only use her when they're needed for and then they throw her away. And during the whole K-drama you see how their marriage without love trying to function around the pregnancy and so on, and it's really interesting and there's a lot of character development and it's pretty good. The only thing I'm disappointed about is the ending, and I'm not that big a fan of K-drama endings because they remind of each other so much, and it's and the live happily ever after ending and so on, and it's not really my style. I'm more to the open tragic endings where people are able to move on instead of going back to the one they were supposed to be with. But all in all, the K-drama Fated to Love You is really good and it's really funny, and please go check it out if you have any interest in it. And my number 4 on my January list is another series. This one is just animated. In fact, it's an anime, so a Japanese cartoon for those who didn't know. And the anime is called Shokugeki no Shoma, and it's a cooking anime. And I really love it. It's about this guy named Shoma who is at the beginning working in his dad's small restaurant diner thingy, but his dad decided to go around the world to travel and cook, so Shoma ends up having to attend this cooking school for only the pro chefs. It has some really intense cooking battles and it has some really interesting characters, and I just really adore it. It's such a funny anime, but there are some scenes I question a bit. And if you've watched it, you'll know which scenes I mean. But it's really good, and if you like cooking as much as I do, or just enjoy a funny anime, then you should definitely go watch it. It's so worth it. On the 3rd place in my top 5 of January, there is the source box. And yes, I kept the box because I wanted to show you guys it in my top 5 of January. And if you don't know what the source box is, it is a box full of healthy snacks that you subscribe to and get once a month. And it is created by Naomi Smart and Marcus Butler, which are 2 YouTubers I really enjoy. And it's a really good box because I used it to bring healthy snacks to school, and it was really good, and I went to this every time I had a craving for something that wouldn't be that good for me, and all in all really been enjoying this. And as you can see, it's completely empty. So I've been enjoying all of this. There wasn't one single thing that I didn't like, which surprised me a lot since I'm a picky eater. And yeah, now I'm currently waiting for the next box to arrive, which it could be at any time by now, and I'm really excited to get it so I can get on snacking again. If you haven't already, I think you should go subscribe to the Source Box because you'll enjoy it. Trust me, especially if you want to get a more healthy life. Second on my top 5 is actually a beauty product, which I must admit surprised me a bit since I don't really use that many beauty products. But I have come to really like the Soella hand cream. And it looks like this. It looks like this. And I have been looking for a hand cream in many years. And this is the first hand cream that actually works on my hands. Normally my hands get really dry and they start cracking and they'll start bleeding, and this happens every single winter. And ever since then I've been trying loads of different products to try to make it stop and make them more hydrated, and it never happened. So this is the first product that has actually worked on my hands, so I really enjoy it. And if you have really dry skin on your hands like I do, and it happens every single winter, go get the Soella hand cream because it makes wonders. It even says Wonder Hands on the tube, so you won't be disappointed. And in first place on my list is a game that a lot of people have been playing recently, and I must admit I've come to love it just as much as everyone else. And it's the game called Undertale. And I'm sure many of you have heard about it before, because if not, we've been living under a rock. And for those of you who don't know what it is a game where you are this fallen human who falls into the underground where all the monsters live. The humans live on the surface and has repressed the monsters to the underground. And your quest as the fallen human is to get back to the surface where the human lives. And by doing that you have to go to the barrier that is at the Monster King's castle. And through the whole game you'll meet a lot of different characters, and you'll put in options. You're always able to choose one thing or another, deciding on which type of ending you want, because there's loads of endings in the game. And there's a lot of enjoyable characters as well. I have 3 favorite characters and I can't pick my favorite one because they're all so lovable. The first one is actually the 2 first ones, since I don't feel like I can just say one of them without the other. It is the Skeleton Brothers, Sans and Papyrus, and they are so adorable. If you like stupid puns like I do, they are someone you're going to love. And my third favorite character is the fabulous robot Metaton, who is an entertainment robot / killing machine. Only for humans though. And he is just wonderful. I can't get enough of him, and I love every time he comes into the game. So if you like gaming like I do, you should go check the game out. You definitely won't be disappointed. In fact, you might get so many feelings for the game that you can't stop playing it like me. So go check it out, it's really good. And that was my top 5 of January. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll check the things out that I enjoyed as well. If you had any favorites in January, please leave a comment in the comment section down below and tell me which one it was, so I can go check it out and maybe it will be my favorite in February. So yeah, I hope you have a great day, and if you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!